Hey. Hello. Happy Thursday. Y'all, I survived. I'm being dramatic. How do I share? Let me see. Let's go to a different song. I survived. Oh no, your window broke. Yes, sweetie. It got we got some crazy wind out my way. I'm just next door in DeSoto, so we got some crazy wind. It was a little scary, I will say. And then the tornado sirens, those were a little creepy. I haven't heard those in a while. Hey, Debo. Yeah, so like, I don't know. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the weather forecast, but basically, like I knew it was supposed to rain tonight, but like it was tornado warnings. And so it started in Fort Worth. They started getting the sirens, and then it started moving this way. And I know in Austin they got some of it too. But yeah, so like what was crazy is the weather forecast, like the weather app on my phone, it was pretty accurate as far as times, because like it said on my phone that it was probably going to hit my area around like 7 o'clock, and just a little before 7 o'clock, it got so dark. Now, mind you, it was already the time where the sun was about to set, but when I tell you it got pitch dark over here, and it was just, the sun was just about to set. So that weather came through, and like all of a sudden it just got really dark, and then the wind was just like whoosh, and you heard the tornado sirens going off. And when I tell you that wind was shaking the windows and stuff, like they were saying get away from windows. So now, mind you, my job, we were having a culture night on Zoom. So like it was just a night where we were all on Zoom, just hanging out and spending time with each other, getting to know each other. So we were all on Zoom. And so a lot of us live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So some people were getting disconnected. I had to get off for a while because my power went out for like a minute, and then it came back on, thankfully. Let's see. You said your band UIL might get canceled. Hi, Jamia. Hi, Sonia. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry about that. I know you guys are probably looking forward to that, but hopefully they'll reschedule it. You guys say hello. She's to one of my former students. You're in Santa Rosa, New Mexico. Okay, Sonia, y'all making y'all's rounds. What happened? We had some bad weather. So basically it was forecast to have tornadoes and all that stuff. And so I don't know. I haven't looked to see if any tornadoes actually dropped or landed, but the wind got really heavy. And like for me, I'd say it probably lasted, as far as the wind, it probably lasted about 5 to 10 minutes. Yes, I always tell people that Texas has bipolar weather. You just don't know. And the thing about it today, during the day, was really nice. as far as like the temperature and stuff, it was nice today. It was warm outside, but that warm air plus rain coming in, that's what can produce the tornadoes. So, oh, y'all just left Texas earlier today. So yeah, I think it's moving. I'm not sure what direction it's moving in, but I know when we were on the Zoom call, it had moved to Austin because our the CEO of the company I work for, she said it had just hit Austin. So Austin is south of is it south of Dallas? Yeah, Austin is south of Dallas. So but yeah, it was creepy though. I was just thinking about people that live in like high rises, like high rise apartment buildings. There's no way. There's no way. I said they're living in any place where you could possibly have tornadoes. I don't even know why we have high rises because I can imagine. I live on the second floor, and so there's only 2 stories, and so I can't imagine if I was in a high rise. No way. You'll be back in Colorado. And what's crazy is the weather has been good. It's just it was passing through. So I don't know where, let me see if it shows where it's heading. Some places got hail. Um we didn't get any hail over here. I don't think. I think all I heard was rain and wind, but um I've definitely been more now, like definitely been more interested in buying a house. Because I've been interested in buying a house, but the thing for me is like I don't like yard work, any of that stuff. So like I like the convenience of being able to just call and maintenance comes right away and just gets everything done. But I thought about buying a like a condo, but um after today's experience, I really think a house is the way to go because, and not even a 2-story house, a 1-story house. Because even being up here on the second level, I was like, Because imagine like if a tornado did drop down, I'm at the top. Mm-mm. Look, March came in saying, I'm March and here I am. March made an announcement. Like, you know how when somebody walks into a room and they just make themselves known? March was like, in January, in February. This is March. I'm gonna show y'all. So as y'all can see, so I was like, let me go live because I was sitting here. So, like I said, my job, we had a culture night tonight. So like from 6 to 8:30. And it's basically a night that they have every I guess once a year, and it's just a night to get to know everybody because my job is pretty much remote except for when you're working out on campuses. And so in order, like some people live in Austin or Dallas or Houston or other places in Texas, or we have some people that live in like Florida or like other places. And so in order for everybody to really get to know each other as like a company, they do stuff like this. And so it was fun. It was a but we were getting people that were in the Dallas area, people were getting disconnected and some people weren't able to get back on the Zoom. Um I got kicked off because the power went out, but then once it came back on, it was on and I joined back in. But um yeah, so it was crazy. Definitely interesting. Now, mind you, I grew up in Hobbs, New Mexico, and we had tornado warnings often growing up, but we never had one actually touch ground in my hometown. The time that it did touch ground, we were actually visiting my family in Phoenix, and when we got back from our trip, a tree in the backyard had got knocked over, and my parents' bedroom window had got busted, but we weren't there, so I didn't experience it. So this was probably the first time where I've experienced those heavy, heavy winds being in it like that. It was creepy though. Yeah, basement definitely. So I say all that because when I logged back into the Zoom call tonight, I had to come in the place that had no windows. And so I'm in one of the restrooms. So I brought a chair in here and I set it on the sink. And so I was still sitting here. I had just got off the Zoom. So I was like, I'm going to go live. So I'm currently sitting in a chair in the bathroom still, but it's past now. I don't even hear it raining right now. So I was logged into, and then there were some people that were logged in the Zoom. They were sitting in closets. But because where I was sitting in the other room, where my computer desk is, I had there's a window right behind me. And at first I was like, it's just a little wind. I would stay right here. And then that wind picked up. I said, hold on, y'all. I grabbed my computer and it was like, nope. And then first I went in the hallway and then I was like, I'm gonna go sit in the bathroom. And I have candles in here that I had still lit just in case I need to blow these out now, but just in case the power went out again. Yeah, I'm safe, but I'm glad that I was checking on family and friends, like texting my cousins and my aunt, texting my friends, like, y'all good? Everybody good? Because honestly, usually whenever we have like tornado warnings, they're usually more like north or like towards the Fort Worth side or more north or northeast. And like some of my mom's sister and my cousins, they live northeast of me, about 40 minutes from me, 35, 40 minutes from me. And so I was checking on them. They were good. They said it was just still some heavy rain. And then one of my cousins actually does live in a high rise in downtown Dallas. And so she said she was good. So I was like, not doing a high rise, not in a place. So that's the thing I do miss about living in Las Vegas, though. When I lived in Vegas, we didn't have to worry about tornadoes. Like growing up in elementary school in New Mexico, we had to have tornado drills because you can get tornadoes out there in my hometown. Um, but when I lived in Vegas and I started teaching there, we had the earthquake drills because um, Nevada is on that, what do you call it, line? What is that line called where you can get you could possibly get tornadoes? I can't remember the name, the term. But the only thing that ever happened in Vegas was we got a little of the aftershock from yes, the fault line. Thank you, Debo. The fault line. Yes. So Nevada is on that. When I lived in Las Vegas 9 years, but they didn't ever have actual tornado. We did get some aftershock though from California. Hey, Annabelle, how are you? So that was definitely um, better to me. I'm like, do I want to live in a place where they can get tornadoes? Because in 2015 they had really bad tornadoes here that year. It was right after Christmas, and they hit during the evening. They hit during the night, and they had some people who lost their lives, and there was a whole block of homes in, I think it was Rockwall, which is like about 45 minutes from me. They had like a whole block of homes that just were destroyed, like beautiful homes too. And I happened to be back in New Mexico when that happened. And when I was in New Mexico, we were having a blizzard, a crazy blizzard, and they were having tornadoes here. I was like, I'd rather be with the blizzard. Annabelle, y'all should have kept that weather. Listen, we didn't steal it. It was forced on us. Yeah, that it was crazy though. That the wind was crazy. Yeah, blizzards are crazy, but I feel like you can better survive a blizzard than you can tornado. Like if a tornado comes and sweeps, all you can do is try to find some type of cover and duck and cover, because you can't just be like, I mean, you can't just try to outrun it. You just gotta duck and cover. Like some places have I know, like some of the, out in the country, some of the more rural out in the country areas where they like in Kansas and places they get a lot of tornadoes. Some of them have the storm shelters outside, that are underground. But if you have a basement, that's good too. But yeah, you just got to get away from glass and get away from, which now that I think of it, this was probably not a good idea to sit like right here in front of a mirror. But it's gone now. I can actually move out of the restroom now. Yeah, you can get in the tub. Yep. 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 And that's what I would have had to do if that wind would have kept up like it did. But I'm just thankful we didn't get the tornado sirens, because we got the warnings. But when you start getting the actual sirens, that's scary. They gave us the sirens that were like just kind of like, we're on tornado watch. But when it's the warning, actual warning ones, mm-mm. I was getting off from work during a blizzard. Oh, you were getting off work. Yeah. Yeah, it's different when you're having to commute somewhere in the middle of that. Thankfully, we were at home, but I was supposed to be back here in Dallas. I was getting worried because I had to stay there much longer in New Mexico because of that blizzard. I mean, it was so much snow and ice that nobody could travel. We had to wait until it melted and stuff. And it was funny because when they finally said the roads were okay to travel, there was still some ice in certain neighborhoods that hadn't completely melted. So I went by my sister's house to go say bye to her, which I shouldn't have. And I drove into like her, she lives in a cul-de-sac. I drove into the cul-de-sac, and there was snow. And I'm like, I could drive over it. Because I had to have a mini SUV. But I mean, still, it was stupid. And my tires got stuck. So she has to come out trying to get me out. And we're like scooping away ice just so I could get out to get on the road. But I should have just called her and said, hey, I'll see you next time. But yeah. You never experienced a tornado. You don't want to experience a tornado. Not at all. Yeah, the earthquake drills in Vegas for sure. Oh yeah, Sonia, I didn't even think about that. Volcanoes. Colorado is on my list of states to visit because I haven't been to Colorado yet. I'm hoping though, my job, they're trying to get a contract with the school district in Denver. Um, and if so, I might have to travel to Denver sometimes. But yeah, guys, see, I want to come. I want to come and experience some of the snow out there. Like I said, I want to go to a ski resort. Not sure if I really want to ski, but I want to have a whole ski outfit. Take pictures. If I ski, put me on the kiddie slope. Annabelle, no, no, get somebody else to do it. Nope, I'm not chasing no tornadoes. Mm-mm. Because I was like, what if a tornado like backfired and started coming your direction? Like you're chasing it, and what if it just did a U-turn and it's like, now I'm chasing you. It's probably not how tornadoes work, but that's how my mind works. I'm not storm chasing. Yeah, that was crazy. I wasn't like terrified, but I was a little scared. And I don't scare really, really easily. But like if something gives me a reason to be scared, then I'm gonna be scared. And that wind gave me a reason to be scared for a moment, for at least 5 minutes. Oh yeah. The law be messing stuff up. Yeah, but so far so good. Everybody that I've checked on, I think has responded. The only person who hasn't responded is one of my friends, but she might be asleep. That weather might have made her go to sleep. So yeah, she might be sleep with this kind of weather. Listen, if I were sitting on the couch and wasn't logged on that Zoom, I probably could sleep through it too. But I don't know, that wind definitely was a little creepy. Oh wait, I'm sending a text. Oh, now she's responding. Sorry, y'all. I was responding to a text. She said, "Yeah, I'm good, just sitting in the dark." I'm like, "Are your lights out?" So like I have these candles. Um I need to blow these out. I want to touch them though. Hot. So I have these all these candles. I have like a set of them. I have them just in case, because then you can put them in different parts wherever you want to, or you could just put them around wherever you are so you have some light. But I need to buy another set. But I've had these for a while because I haven't really had to use them. But I keep candles, I keep lighters and stuff around just just in case. My job gave us a Valentine's box with different things in it, and one of them was a candle. So those of us that live in Dallas were lighting our candles. uh, I'm like blowing these out so I don't waste them. But yeah, y'all, thanks for entertaining my dramatics. Yeah, battery operated are good too. It's good to have both. I like the regular candles too because they, especially if it goes off and it's cold, like a cold day or something, it gives a little warmth, but definitely good to have both. One of my friends, her lights are still out. Yeah, I see that, but but either way. Oh yeah, I have flashlights. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I always make sure I have flashlights, I have batteries, I have things I need. But I will say they've done a pretty good job with weather forecasts. I don't know why though I just didn't I knew it was going to rain badly. Um and I knew, well, I did know that they had tornado warnings, but I didn't realize that they were covering all of DFW. Yeah, it's good to think through like and having things that you need. I think we all learned that from just COVID in general. Like, regardless of anything, you should always have enough of what you need and extra. So, Oh yeah, you can't prepare for everything, but you can prepare for the things that you know, like having flashlights or having batteries and stuff like that. Always keeping like a case of water, like when you buy, like I tend to like if I buy like case of water, I buy two. Like I always make sure I keep an extra of things. Like if I have one, if I have a package of paper towels, I always have another. Like I don't keep like to have a lot of stuff because it's just me, but I like to always have at least extra of stuff. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, guys, I am tired of sitting in this chair in the bathroom and it that weather has fully passed, so I'm about to call it a night and get off of here. So, yep, Annabelle, you're on the right track heading to bed. Well, I'm not headed to bed, but I'm headed off of live and getting putting these candles away and stuff. But all is good. So, thank you guys for joining in. Um, just sharing the dramatics of the evening. But everybody have a good night. Thank you guys for tuning in. Good night, Sonia. Good night, Annabelle. Good night, Debo. Good night, uh, Kayla. Goodbye. Good night, Jamia. Anybody else that has popped in. Good night. Good night. See y'all.